Hello everyone and welcome back to Shadows of Doubt, or if you haven't been watching my streams, welcome to Shadows of Doubt for the first time. We have just loaded into a new city. It's a little laggy loading everything in for the first time, but we have a special challenge that we are going to do with this city. So my goal here is to try and get to 1,000,000 credits and also not die in the process. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and accept a mission, and it actually requires a camera, so we're going to buy that really quick. That is going to be all of our money for now though. And I did try to rename all of the streets after members of the Discord, but for some reason it reset them all, and I've tried this a few times and it keeps doing it. I think the density mod fixes it, but the density mod is also what keeps causing me to lag a bunch, so I decided to disable it and just accept that we have default street names. Alright, and here's our phone call. They need a photograph of somebody. Yeah, there's a... yep, there it is. Okay. Alright, and we have all of our information. I'm actually going to throw this into the ocean. You'll notice also I do have a few mods, but none of them make the game easier. It's just quality of life mods and, you know, make the villagers talk or whatever, like Animal Crossing people. I said villagers and people backwards there. Okay, so this is our mark. Unknown citizen. They're 39 years old, short blonde hair. They work as a weapons dealer and they live on the 3rd floor of Lindbergh building. So not too bad. We could probably just break into every apartment on the 3rd floor. I'm sure it's only 3 or 4 at most. Also, because this is a brand new city, I have no idea how to get around or anything yet, so hopefully we will figure it out pretty quickly. I did just do a medium city because I tried to do a large city and it just lags really bad. Which, hey, the game is in early access, I expect stuff like that, but it's easier to watch it if it's not lagging, so. Okay, so there are 2 apartments on this floor, not too bad. We are going to wait for this person to leave, and then how many lockpicks does this take? 2, so we should have enough. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this lock. And we're gonna open this up and drop the security door and turn off the cameras. And I'm gonna knock, oops. I'm gonna knock on both of these doors. It looks like nobody is home at 302, but 301 does have a person opening the door. Hello. So they have short brown hair. This is not our mark, but we can talk to them anyway, just to see if we can trick them into letting us into the apartment, and the answer is no. Oh, and that's our first murder, but we're gonna go ahead and finish this quest first. So this door does require 5 lockpicks, which I don't have, so we're gonna go ahead and just barge our way in. You didn't see anything. So we're just gonna take a quick look around in here and see if we can find the people's records that live here, and there they are. And we're gonna scroll through and see if we can find out if these guys are weapon dealers. It actually looks like this person doesn't have a job at all, which I'm not sure if the weapons dealers show is having official jobs because they are not really law-abiding citizens. And just like I was thinking, this person has a business card for weapon stealing. So this is going to be our mark, Jack Rowe. And they're at the Commerce Home Centers where the weapons dealer are, which is good information to have immediately anyway. Also, this person lives alone and they are a weapons dealer and they're not home. So we're going to do some light theft. Nothing too crazy, but I do need to make up the credits for buying that camera. It actually looks like they don't have a whole lot anyway, so not much to steal. This light switch doesn't work. Okay. But I was wrong. There is an office, so might be able to find some stuff. There's a safe, so we can find his password. We can actually get into that and the cruncher, but I haven't seen a note for his password anywhere, so I think we're out of luck. Yep, looks like there's no way to tell. Actually, oh, here's a... oh, here's another bedroom. Let's see if maybe it's in here. Nope, nothing in here, so we're just gonna head on out. I think I heard the cameras turn back on anyway. Okay, so now we know where that person works and lives. So we're actually gonna go to City Hall really quick, grab a murder resolution form, and go check out this murder scene, if the police have left it yet. And I'm gonna make a quick note of where this happened just in case it disappears, because sometimes that does happen. Alright, we're gonna make our way to City Hall. Okay, so at City Hall, we're gonna go ahead and get the resolution forms. We're also gonna come in here and get some more lockpicks because they will come very in handy. And we're gonna come in here to the government database. It is turned off, but usually there's a note around telling us what the password is, 8959, perfect. Alright, so in the government database, we are going to look up our friend, Jack? Jack Rowe. All right, and that is our first set of fingerprints, along with some information about Jack Rowe. We don't need to keep this because we've clicked his name, so now we have all of the information, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it has his address and everything in here. But all they need is a photograph, and we've got a murder to solve, so we're going to go ahead and go over to 302 Rothschild, and we're going to make our way into here. Okay, so here we have the murder scene, and the police officer standing watch. Unfortunately, he just moved. Oh, there's a second one, too. Okay. So we're just going to wait until the coast is kind of clear, and actually, he walked up the stairs, and this person is blocked by the door that they left open. So we're going to walk in here, close the door, and we're going to start investigating. So first thing we're going to do is take a print. It's going to be print B, always. We're going to inspect and search. They have a box cutter on them, not really important. Bullet wound from a low caliber ammunition, and the time of death. So time of death is between 5:45 and 7 on Monday, which is today. So just happened, and that's everything. We're going to try and figure out who this person is now. Actually, before we do that, we're going to look at the note on the wall, which does phase into the door a little bit. BI paid. So this person is probably BI, which if we look at that, that is not BI, that's KD. So 2 people potentially live in this apartment, and they don't need this money anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. And we're going to open up the storage box. So that's Killian Driscoll. Here we go. Barber Evano. This is the name of our person that died. We're just going to go through here, click everything, and it's going to update all of the information. So now it has their name here. I don't need this anymore. We're going to turn on the cruncher, but I don't think we're going to find any passwords or anything because I haven't seen any around yet. Oh. B. Passcode is the year you were born. I love when I'm proven wrong. All right, so Barb was born in 1924. Punch that in here. And we get a little bit more information. We can go ahead and open their Vmails and see if there's anything interesting in there. Oh, I am going to check their safe and see if the password is 1924. It is not, so it's the other person's password. That's fine, though. We are going to start checking for prints. All right, so here's a fingerprint type C. More than likely, it's going to be the partner's fingerprints. But if we can find a type D, then we might have fingerprints of our killer. So this person does have a work rota, but it says unemployed. So that's interesting. Oh, and here's a key to the apartment, so in case we need to come back, we don't have to break in. More hairpins. And that's about it. Okay, so I can't find any other fingerprints, so it looks like this one might be a little bit of a dead end for the moment. So we can actually open the front door and step out, and the police don't care that I just walked out of there. They also don't care that I'm going to be taking fingerprints. Type D. Okay, here we go. All right, so that is the fingerprints for our killer. And it's important to grab those before finding more, because if you don't, then it can belong to someone that is or is not the killer. So with evidence that fingerprint D is at the apartment, it now places that fingerprint on the killer. So first things first, I'm going to go back to City Hall really quick and look up the partner whose name I kind of forgot, but that's okay. We will figure it out. That way we can just confirm that C is okay and D is what we're looking for. All right, here is the partner, and they do have fingerprint C, so we are looking for someone with fingerprint D. Unfortunately, that's all the evidence we have right now, so instead of pursuing that, we're actually going to go and get our picture of this other guy that we need. And the nice thing about the photo ones is that if you, like, if they're home and they answer the door, you can just pull out the camera, take the picture really quick, and then leave. They might try to chase you or get mad at you, but that's okay. Okay, so back at the 3rd floor, we're going to knock, and someone is coming to the door. He did live alone, so we are probably safe. We're going to pull out our camera here. And I actually want to put this on our 5 hotkey, because I always do. Oh, I never noticed you could lift this to your face. It's kind of funny. Hello. We're going to go ahead and snap that pic really quick. And we're going to run for our lives. Doesn't seem like he's too pressed about it, so we will, but no one likes us having it out, so we're going to put it away. All right, we have our picture. So we are going to plot a route to, oh, it's in the same building. It's always in the same building, these picture ones. I don't really understand why. It's like they're obsessed with someone that's a neighbor, and they have a perfectly valid reason to talk to them, but they just choose to ask for pictures instead. But whatever, their loss is our gain. We're going to go ahead and turn this in and get our money. And we get a sync disc from it, I believe, so. And 1201, this is one of those apartment buildings where the higher up, the fancier, so the whole apartment takes up the whole floor. All right, that is our case solved. Back to the ground floor. We get a whole 100 social credit, which should put us at level 2. I believe that you only need to complete 1 mission for level 2. Yep. We have 896 credits. Not bad for our first mission, but the most important part will be in the mailbox downstairs. And grab our sync disc. So sync discs are little upgrades to your character. They're very important because they make making money, but also just doing things in general a whole lot easier. So we're gonna look for a sync clinic. We only have 1 in the city, it looks like. And here it is. Loading in. Oh, this is a nice one. It's got the sync machine, 4 beds, and very spacious. The last one that I had, like, the bed was in the way of the door, so you couldn't get out without squeezing through. And cartographer is really good to get at the beginning because you get money for exploring, basically. And I haven't explored barely any of the city, so we get less money for exploring new locations. But every time I take ventilation ducts, it doesn't seem to work as well as I want it to. It seems like you have to go in and out of different sections, maybe. So regardless, we're gonna take exploring new locations, and that's just gonna give us some extra cash right from the get-go. On top of that, I wanna talk to someone that works here. Here we go. Talk to, like to buy something. I just wanna see what they have. Oh, physique is actually really good. I would like to buy that. Okay, hold on to that thought. Okay, and here's a note with the door code to the back, so while she's turned away, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. And with the... Oh, there was someone in here, I'm glad I didn't sneak in. We'll ask for the name really quick, just because we kind of needed a reason to talk to them. Okay, physique is on sale. Maybe I can ask for a tour? And we're gonna give them the money for the guest pass, no problem. And now we're allowed back here. And for some reason, when you ask for a guest pass, they also kind of leave. So we're gonna arm that and go ahead and put in this password and see if this is the one to the safe. It is. Oh my God. So we're not gonna buy physique because that's here, and also so are 4 other ones. 5 other ones, I'm sorry, but we're not taking frame. Frame sucks. We just hit the mother load. And here's a storeroom, so we can look around in here too, but I think that everything that was important is in there. We do have all of the employee details. We'll see if we happen to see type D, because that would just solve our murder case for us by accident. Which does sometimes happen in this game, but it doesn't look like it's happening today. This leads out to the street, it looks like. So yeah, that's gonna be everything of importance. We are gonna come out here, jump in this bed really quick, and install some new sync discs. So beauty is huge. It took me forever to get beauty in my other playthrough, and we have it right away. With it fully upgraded, it'll give you like a 40% chance for people to give you information for free. We don't have any upgrade things yet, and we don't have enough money for them, but that's still huge from the very beginning. Also, inventory capacity is huge in this game, so I will always take that. Same thing with Constitution, because getting cold isn't a huge deal. Maybe if I get another one with inventory capacity later, we can switch that one. But up front, we're just going to get as much inventory space as possible. Now we're going to come back here and grab the last one and equip that one, which will be tenacity. So we can increase the power of our punches, or we can take less damage. I think we're going to take less damage. Now for it to be the best, it needs to be fully upgraded just like the rest of them. But we'll work on getting enough money for that shortly. And just like that, we have like 5 sync discs. This is an insane beginning. All right, so we did our photograph case. We are going to close that. That is our first case closed on this account. Remember it, folks, because it is going to be a long journey. And don't you want to say that you were here for this very first beginning? So now we have our murder case, but it's going to take a little bit of work to figure out. And why do work when I could choose not to? So instead, I'm going to try and find more cases to take because we need the money. All right, so this is our hotel. Can explore here. And actually, so these vending machines are where we are going to get our sync disc upgrade vials, but we only have $1,000 right now. Doesn't feel super worth it yet. But also at the hotel are going to be jobs. So we're going to take a look at these. And we're always looking for these sync discs at first. It's going to be a little harder because we have 5 already, but Infiltrator is actually not one we have. And this is usually a pretty easy job, especially for 700 bucks. The more money you get, the harder the case typically is. All right, we talked to this guy and he gives us a photograph of where a briefcase is hidden, and it is on Cunningham Street. So we're gonna go over there and try to find this briefcase. Okay, so this is Cunningham Street. This is where a briefcase is going to be. The picture wasn't very helpful, but we should be able to find the briefcase pretty easily. Yeah, this is just kind of cut off by a wall. I assume that they meant inside of here, maybe? And there it is. All right, we're gonna open this up while walking through the park. Oops. And we're gonna throw this in the water. All right, and here is our citizen. They are unknown. They are skinny. They don't wear glasses. They are a shopkeeper with facial hair, and they are a member of the chess club. So this case is actually kind of impossible. Interesting that a $700 job is, like, not possible. I actually don't know if there's a way to find members of clubs or something. If you guys know, leave a comment down below. I have no idea. I think that it's just like a fun fact about them. Oh, this is, okay, so this is Eleanor's Emporium. This is where we'll sell things that we, obtain. But anyway, that's a little unfortunate that we don't have a good case for that one. We're gonna try and look for another one really quick. And here we are at this bar. Let's take a look at these job listings. So this one actually pays a lot of money. It's to arrest somebody. Those ones are usually pretty good. And the only one on here that has a sync disc is one that we already have, which is physique. So we're gonna go ahead and take the one for arresting somebody that has a bunch of money attached to it. And we get the information right away because that's how the police ones work. So this person is bald with brown hair, and their partner's first name is Denzel, which is actually way easier than the other one, and it pays twice as much. So yeah, these ones are pretty simple. We're just gonna run over to the city hall and type in Denzel and find all the Denzels in the city, which usually there's only one. All right, Denzel, and there is only one. 201 Herring Terrace, we're gonna plot a course there, and whoever he lives with is going to be our arrestee. Which reminds me, we also need a pair of handcuffs from here. Don't want to walk around with those in our hands because people will get a little upset. And we're also going to buy some more lockpicks because you can never have too many. So Herring Terrace is pointing... I think our arrow is a little broken. Yeah, the arrow is not working. I'm going to go ahead and save and reload and see if that helps. This game does have its issues sometimes, but it's still very fun, and it's in early access, so I hope that their next big project is to try and optimize this game so it actually runs a lot smoother, because they have a lot of things that they can add, and with the game running as poorly as it does sometimes, it would be really nice if they fix that first. Okay, so we are back in. Let's see if we can now chart a course to 201 Herring. I can't click it there for some reason. I feel like I should be able to, but... Oh wait, it's totally not working. I just point straight no matter what. I think that what I'm gonna try and do is maybe just go to Herring Terrace or pick a different Herring Terrace. Yeah, that's really not working. And the game is like freezing like crazy. Okay, so the course plotter is freaking out when I try to go here, so we're just gonna walk there by hand. I just checked the map. I think that was also causing the game to freeze for some reason. I don't know if this building is bugged. I guess we're about to find out. I believe it is this building right here to our right. Notorious is our weapons dealer code, by the way. Make sure you write that down. It's very important. Oh, here's another, dealer. Okay, here's Herring Terrace. And now that I'm here, everything seems fine. Not sure what that was all about. Alright, 204 and 201. We're gonna knock. Someone is coming to the door. Sweet. Hello, and this is our guy that we're supposed to arrest. What's your name? We're gonna try and give him money to tell the name just so that we're sure, and it's not a big deal. They do have a partner in the background, which makes it slightly more annoying. Oh, actually, we're supposed to arrest the partner, not Denzel, so that actually makes this easier. So we're gonna do a little something I'm not proud of. I was hoping that this person would, and I am bleeding. Alright, perfect. So not the cleanest fight, but it'll work. Also, his body is freaking out, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our handcuffs and arrest him. And I'm gonna see if I can just get his name really quick. Okay, he's not gonna give it to me for money, so I'm just gonna go around his apartment and look for his name. And there's Denzel 6993. We'll turn that on really quick in case we have enough time. I do have a key for this place now, that's nice. 6993. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna grab those really quick. I don't care that I'm a thief. I can't find their records though, interestingly enough. Sorry, Denzel. Denzel, can you please just go down? And there he goes. Okay. I cannot find their records. Oh. That's Denzel's wallet, so not helpful. Anthony Butler. We have to put our fists away. Anthony Butler. That is the name of the guy. Can I use that? Yeah, Anthony Butler. Okay. And now we are out of here. And the air is working again, so it really was just this place. I don't really know what was going on with that. We'll lock the door behind us because we're gentlemen. Okay, and now we can plot route to hand in. Am I supposed to... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we turned in that case. Easy peasy. 2600, and you'll notice that if you look around here, actually, there are just sync disks and upgrades lying around all willy-nilly. And some of these are pretty valuable to us right now, actually, so we're gonna try and steal some of these, but it is City Hall, so we have to be a little careful. So basically what we have to do is we can move these chairs and make sure we have enough inventory space. We do. We're just gonna try and grab these and run as fast as possible. So we don't need cartographer, we already have it. But we're going to take community, right? Community and public service. And if we can grab the upgrade vial while we're at it, that would be dope. But, and there's no chance. Oh, they're like worried about their chairs being in the wrong spot. Oh, she's putting them back. I've never seen anyone do that before, actually. Alright, I'm very nervous about this because this could go very poorly, but, oh, well, let me pick this up. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna try and make a clean getaway. And it looks like we made it off with success. I am pursued still, but I don't think anyone's gonna catch us. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install these. So I like gathering citizen passcodes anyway, so I always take that. Public service is fun because you get $40 for taking photographs of kitchen restaurants. I barely ever do it anyway, but it is like if I need money desperately, it's an option. So this one allows us to take more inventory capacity again. However, 10% more money is important, and we're able to get another slot anyway because we have 2 upgrade discs. So heavy lifter will allow us to upgrade once and get another slot. And so will constitution cardiovascular. And here's our inventory now. We have 8 slots, 9 slots actually, all empty. And we're just gonna make sure we don't get caught for stealing all that stuff. Oh, it just cleared up, so we are good to go. All right, so we are now going to go into this bar area and try to find another job. And within our first like 4 or 5 missions, if that, we have like 10 sync discs. And here's another one. Trespasser, which I do not have yet, so I'm actually gonna take this job. Muscle for destruction job. All right, we have to meet this guy at the Adore Hotel. All right, we're looking for someone who's sitting around here with a cola. Oh. They're never actually sitting with the thing that they say they're going to be sitting with. Anyway, he has an issue with some kind of punk or something, so we have to go to their apartment and vandalize it. He's going to give us a briefcase. We're going to open it up. All right, so here's our perp, and he lives, at Sanders Tower, which is a townhouse type. Lives on the 4th floor of Sanders. Their partner's first name is Charmaine, and they like the violin. So instead of going straight to it and trying to find the person, we're instead gonna go back to City Hall, hope we don't get arrested, and look up Charmaine. Okay, and it's like nothing ever happened here. They do not care. So there's one more upgrade vial there, but I don't think it's worth trying to rob these people, to be honest. Again, I already risked too much doing that the first time. So we're just gonna come in here and look up Charmaine. Charmaine is a cop, which isn't great for me, but they live at 401 Sanders. All right, so we're gonna head on in here, and that might actually be Charmaine. I really need to upgrade our beauty thing so that people will actually willingly talk to me. All right, we're gonna knock on this, and no one is answering, which is perfect. So while no one is looking, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this lock. The camera's gonna get pissed off at me, but I think that's fine, because by the time it stops freaking out, I'll be able to turn off the security system. It was a little nerve-wracking with the turret right there, but it's fine. All right. So I may have made a mistake. So we need to try and vandalize this guy's apartment without waking. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little different here. We're actually going to, oh, the security breaker is closed. We're gonna wait for him to open the door. We're gonna close it in his face and barge through. All right, and we're gonna try and loot this place as fast as possible. 4708, 4708, okay, perfect. And there's a diamond, huge money. And we get 25 bucks for finding that guy's passcode. It all adds up to our $1 million quota that we are trying to reach, like it's Lethal Company. Is this a second? No, it's the same safe. Can I use the tennis ball to break a window, you think? No. I wonder if there's anything around here I can use really quick to try and break those, though, because... Why is this light not working? And here's their files. We're gonna go ahead and go through these really quick. All right, so unfortunately we just have to break the windows with our fists. And we have caused $600 in vandalism. So we're going to go ahead and take a picture really quick. Take a picture, clip that, hit resolve, hit select, do that, and we're gonna plot a route to turn this in. So they live at 401 Sanders Tower. The people that want us to turn this into them want us to turn it into them at 402 Sanders Tower. And the way these townhouses work is you actually have to go like down and around to the other side in order to get to the other end. But it's still funny that they live on the same floor basically of the same building. This guy almost pushed me under the elevator, which I think would have ended our run. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn that in really quick. Oh. Jadel Sanchez. Okay. They're the person I just turned the case into. All right, another 100 social credit, another amount of money, and we can go ahead and pick up our sync disk. And we're gonna go ahead and install the sync disk really quick. So this is one of my favorite sync disk upgrades because it allows you to increase your lockpicking speed by 50% or the efficiency of lockpicking, which basically does the same thing. You can also make it so that entering the lockpicking stance doesn't count as an illegal action, but doing the actual lockpicking still does, so it's not that helpful. So we're gonna go ahead and do speed really quick. All right, and we actually have enough money to get 4 of these upgrade vials, so we're gonna go ahead and do that really quick. Okay, so we're gonna max out beauty so that people are always willing to talk to us, basically. And I think that we'll go ahead and use the last one on getting another inventory slot. What is going on here? I'm a little confused. Okay, so we have accepted another arrest quest. We are going to get some more handcuffs, and I'm surprised that this killer hasn't actually killed again yet. It has been a hot minute. It should happen any time now. But in the meantime, we're trying to arrest this guy who's a shopkeeper that lives in Herring Terrace. Not a lot of information, actually, but it'll have to do. And Herring Terrace is the one that always breaks. Yeah, it's broken again. I don't know what the reason for that could possibly be. But I kind of know where it is now because it's broken, so it's not a huge deal. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be because there are things in the... Yeah, there's no way to get here without jumping. I wonder, can I move this? No, I didn't actually want that. Why would someone care that I'm in the alley? And now I wonder if it'll work. No, it's still kind of broken. My theory is either that this is technically being blocked, or there's supposed to be another door to it that we can't get to for whatever reason. Okay, so we're actually going to walk up the stairs now, and we're going to try and find the security room, because the security room should have information on the people living in the building. Oh, there it is. Oh, hello. How are you? This is Raphael Katowski. Oh, that does cause them to... Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And now we're on the inside. Sometimes if you just talk to them long enough, they decide they have somewhere better to be and walk out. Okay, so all we really know about our guy is that he is 22 years old and a shopkeeper. So we're going to look for anyone who was born in 57. Okay, here's one person born in 57. We're going to go ahead and grab them really quick. And that is actually our only person born in 57, but I have seen people not listed in these before, so it's not a guarantee. But if we come into the resident tab and then we go here, we might be able to see their employment thing here. No? Okay, so we'll just have to break into their apartment and try to find out their information that way. While we're here, we're going to look around and see if we have a key or passcode. Here's a key, so we don't have to break in here ever. No passcode, so if I ever want to come back here, I'll have to use a code breaker or hope that they leave the computer logged in again. Alright, so Hira lives at 101 Herring Terrace, so we're going to take the elevator down to the first floor. Here's 101. Why do I feel so short? I feel shorter than usual for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. I also can't jump as high. But this is our crouch. That's really weird. So we're going to wait for this person to open the door, talk to them. This is Piper West. We already know that, but, you know. We're going to ask if we can come in, and they're going to say yes because we have the beauty upgrade, so why would they ever say no? And here is Hira. Hi there. Oh, we can't talk to them for some reason. So we're just going to continue to take our look around. We are actually going to go to this employment box and see. So this is their employment agreement, but it actually doesn't tell me what the job title is. It actually says that they don't have a job title, which doesn't sound right at all. But these don't connect because the job title technically says none, even though they have an employment agreement. So I don't think this is actually our person, which is a little unfortunate, but what can you do? And actually, if they have a cruncher in here, I can get 2 passcodes done. It doesn't look like they do, though. Ah, here it is. Alright, so Piper's password is 6115. Oh, why'd you turn that off, you jerk? Well, they're being jerks about the cruncher, so I'm going to break into their safe and just take that instead. Alright, nothing in there, but we did get the passcode, which will give us 25 bucks, which is something. And unfortunately, it looks like this isn't our person, so we're at a bit of a loss here. Which means we have yet another case that we cannot solve. This game is not taking it easy on me. But we're gonna go ahead and close these cases that I can't solve right away. I'm not sure if there's ever a sync disk that'll make it more possible, but without more details, sometimes it's just impossible to do. That is the beauty of this game though. You could always figure it out in theory, but in actuality, sometimes, you know, it's not worth all of the effort of trying to figure it out. Okay, so this person has a job listing for public humiliation, which I've actually never done before. But we'll give it a try because they have a sync disk that I want. Okay, so we have to go meet this person on that street. They're gonna be holding a gym stutter, which is like a bottle of vodka, so I wouldn't do that, but you live your life, dude. Okay, this is the only guy sitting here, so we're gonna talk to him. And it sure is our guy. Want the mark publicly shamed, throw food in their face. Interesting, is that what that is? Take a photo to prove it happened. Deliver it under the door at 1103 Rothschild. What an interesting thing. So we have to get food and throw it at someone and then take a picture of it, but I don't think that's, I don't know. First things first, though, we are going to figure out who it is. A 4% profile is not promising. Okay, they have brown eyes, and they live in Rothschild Building, which is a 15-floor building, and they're a marketing executive. Okay, so this isn't going to be easy, but it might be possible. If we go to the building and we're able to search through the resident files, it might have salaries listed, I can't remember, but if it does, there is a certain salary that every job position makes. So, I mean, it could happen, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, this is empty. We are going to go ahead and take a look around here. First, we've got some money and a key, which means we can get in here anytime. We also have a blueprint, and they have their resident roster. So this actually doesn't have employee salaries. So we're a little dead in the water on this one as well. We'll come through here and click on everybody just to have start of information for everyone, because information is everything in this game. But without knowing exactly how much everyone makes in the entire building, we can't do this case either. So honestly, a little bit of a bummer that we keep getting these cases that we can't solve. All right, we're gonna try this job listing. It's a lot less money, but it still gives the same sync disk. Surely this one will actually be solvable. So we have a photograph of where the briefcase is on Ruiz Street. And the photo actually points over here, so I believe the briefcase is in here, yep. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this briefcase and see if we can actually figure out who the heck this is. We do have a picture, thankfully. Oh yeah, that's a lot of information. Nothing I can really use, though. But because we have a photo, we can ask around and see if we can get a name. I have hope for this one, guys. I really think that we're going to be able to solve this one. We're just going to start walking up to random strangers and see if they know who this person is. We'll start with our friend at the diner because they've been so nice to us. Oh wait, that's my colleague Sarah Ramesh. Suffers from high blood pressure. I saw them somewhere around Simpson Parade Barbecue. That's literally where we're standing. Wait, it's one of their co-workers. Can I be back here? Yes, I can. And there they are. Huh. Okay, that was really lucky, actually. So now we can head to City Hall and pull their address and just go do what we need to do. We actually got a solvable case, guys. It's so exciting. Alright, here we are back at the government building. We are going to look up our person. And we'll print out Cyra's information, and they live at 602 Lindbergh. Also keep in mind that the more of these quests we do and the more people we find, the more of a chance we can find the fingerprints for fingerprint D, and we can actually solve the murder case without actually trying to solve the murder case. It is unlikely, but it can happen. So just the more of the city we explore, the more we know about everyone, and the easier it is to solve cases. Alright, and this is where we live. We're gonna knock. I actually forget what we're supposed to do here. We want to cause vandalism to their house. And this is them. Oh, I can actually ask them about the job because they work at that, the place where the job was given. Oh, they actually don't want to give me their name, which is funny. Or let me in, wow. So, we're gonna do what we normally do. And we just let ourselves in really quick. And we're just gonna start busting some windows. I meant to buy a truncheon, which is basically like a police baton. It makes it so you don't start bleeding when you punch windows out, but I kind of forgot. So 6380, and they don't really have anything in their safe worthwhile. So we're gonna go through their storage box really quick, just get all the information we need, and we're gonna punch out some windows. Yeah. And I believe that is enough already. Hold on. And we cost 500, and we can get a photo that we can do there, and we will plot to hand this in all before she wakes up. All right, we will go ahead and turn in this case and go down to the ground floor where we will wait for it to process, and we can get our sync disk. All right, another 100 social credit, 600 bucks. And it will tell us to pick up a reward from the mailbox. And we're just gonna go on over to the sync clinic really quick and install this one. I think I have to double check. Oh yeah, we have $5,000, so we can install it. The reason that you don't want to install it without being able to get these sync upgrades is that the Dovin ones, oh, full. I didn't mean that, I didn't mean that, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, they're all mad at me. Look, they're all going in there. And they didn't watch me walk out either. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason you don't want to install this sync disk without fully upgrading it is that it does have a negative to it, which is that invasion of privacy means citizens are 25% less likely to share information for free. But when you fully upgrade this one, you actually get rid of the negative. So we're going to install, upgrade that 3 times. And that negative disappears. We also have enough to buy 2 more upgrade vials, so we're gonna do that. We are gonna, so I'm at $640, and I know I'm trying to get to 1 million, but it's always going to be more worth upgrading these than not. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this so we start taking less damage and we can't break our bones and stuff. It's gonna help if we get into a jam that is particularly hard to get out of. I also got myself a bandage so that I stop bleeding. And now I want to go to the Davenport Street Emporium and sell the diamond that we got earlier. And while we're waiting for the Emporium to open, we will head back to our favorite barbecue place and go ahead and get some more mission. This one is giving Trespasser. Do we have Trespasser? We actually have so many already. It's kind of crazy. I think that we're going to do this stolen item case. Just something nice and simple to get us started back into the crime-solving world. They had a jade necklace stolen from them. It was taken from their kitchen on the 2nd. 1101 Adore Hotel. Okay. So it is the 3rd. So that's more than 24 hours ago. I won't be able to check surveillance cameras, which is a little annoying. But maybe there will be more clues. And this is another one where if we check for fingerprints and the fingerprints are actually someone that we've seen before, we can actually really easily figure out the case. But because this is a relatively new run, we don't have as many fingerprints as we could. And this person lives on the top floor of this hotel in the penthouse. So it's, you know, no wonder that they had a jade necklace. I'm here about the stolen jade necklace. They gave us a guest pass, and it was taken by someone they know. Okay, so here is their kitchen from which it was stolen. Okay, so Stanley works at Daffodil Ward, which, I mean, doesn't mean a whole lot to us right now. And Yasmin Moss's purse. I'm gonna go ahead and click their name just so we have the thing. And their fingerprint type is actually you. So we're gonna go ahead and take some fingerprints. So that is Stanley's fingerprint, and here is Yasmin's fingerprint, so we're looking for a different one. Okay, so I don't see any unusual fingerprints. Let's see what all he told us. I actually don't see any information on the actual necklace, so maybe he didn't give us much of anything at all. Okay, so I think next on our list of things to check is their address book. And we're also going to check the workplace for both of these people. Okay, and we can actually pin the address book. Because he said it's someone that he has to know, we are looking for people in his address book or someone he works with, or same for the spouse. And fortunately, he only has 3 people that he knows. This is actually a pretty interesting case. So we're gonna go to City Hall, I think, first and look up these people. There's one name that's just Michael. That one's probably going to have a few hits, but we have their address so we can cross-reference. And we were in the hotel, which is right next to City Hall, so that's convenient. Okay, so we're gonna go to the government database and start looking up these names. All right, so we have 4 people to check there. I also want to check their workplace first. Actually, I think that they probably will have, well, the medical. So this person works in a ward, like a hospital, which are all in the City Hall, so we're already here. So we'll see how many coworkers he has. And Yasmin actually doesn't work, it looks like. So we don't have to check their coworkers. So as hard as this could potentially be, we are getting kind of lucky. And actually, just to make my life a little bit easier, we're gonna go ahead and just plot a route. It's on the 4th floor. I would have checked every floor in between. So here we are. And we're actually going to lockpick to turn off the security system. Reason being, it's not illegal for me to be in this room right now, but as soon as I step into this back room, it will be, so. Okay, so we now have a key for the ward, which is good. Move this chair out of my way. We got some money. I'm sure they won't mind that disappearing. I mean, they're doctors after all, right? So we'll open up the file cabinets and see if employee records are in here. Oh, and here they are. So we have Stanley. This is our person that hired us. We also have Maryam, which is actually one of the people that we printed, right? Oh, I have to open these. Hold on. Yes, it is. So interestingly enough, 2 of these people actually work with them. So we do not have a lot of people to check in general, but we will get all of the information with them right here. All right, so there's only 4 people that we have to look at. So we're actually just gonna go ahead and, wait. There might have been, I just realized that I didn't account for 1 coworker. Wait, no, I did. He works, his address book was 3 people he works with and 1 other guy. And so we're gonna go to other guy first. I don't know why he's at the top of my list, so why not? Oh, and Herring Terrace is the busted one, so we actually are just gonna have to walk there ourselves. Oh, hello. What's your name? Mila Simon. Okay. Can I come in and take a look around? She said no. Okay, this person is not being kind to me. So I'm just gonna be a little unkind to them. Uh-oh. Oh, this guy looks tough. And again, I forgot to buy the truncheon. So. Alright. So we're just gonna take a quick look around and see if we can find a jade necklace. 3156 is the passcode to at least his account. We can actually test it on the safe too. Oh, perfect. No jade necklace in the safe. Keep looking around before they, uh-oh. Oh, he works at the Emporium. We're actually gonna check that. Okay, we actually need to get out of here. That's not good. Uh-oh. Get away from me. Go, 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 go. Oh, that was close. Oh, God. Okay, we are alive, but barely. That was really close. I can't bleed anymore or get broken bones, which is fortunate. But that was, a little closer of a call than I would have liked. I thought that I had the ability where people would be knocked out longer, but I guess I don't on this run. I must be thinking of another one. Well, my heart is racing, like, a lot. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the Emporium where this guy works. And we're just gonna do a little quick E&E. Oh, what the? Why are the cops so mean? All I want to do is go into that place when I'm not supposed to. Okay, so I think instead of endangering our lives more before we fully heal, because that's why our screen looks the way that it does. Also, everything's taking forever to load. We're gonna go ahead and eat and drink and go to bed. And now that our world is full of color again, I think that we're gonna go ahead over to Eleanor's Emporium and see if it's actually just open. Which again, according to the time, it should be, but we'll actually see. Wait, am I passing it? What's happening here? Notice that we're not actually at Eleanor's Emporium, though. Okay, here we go. Now it's leading us to the right spot. But it is still closed. Alright, I have one lockpick left to be able to get in here, so I think that we're going to go ahead and give it a try as soon as the coast is clear. And that guy is looking away from us, and I don't see anyone else around, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, that guy saw us, but I don't actually care. Alright, so we're going to sneak past these cameras. There's a note on the wall there that I want to read. 0828 is the code. That's turning away and that's turning away. Okay. This is the bathroom, so not the right place. We can hide there. Okay, it no longer sees me. We're going to wait for it to turn again. Wait, they're just open now. I think that if I just wait here a few seconds, he'll actually just open up the place. Just in case, I'm gonna go up into this vent. So in theory, the place is open now, and the only reason that it's alerting me is because I'm trespassing in the vents. But I'm a little worried to pop out, and then I'm actually still trespassing because it's not open. Wouldn't be ideal. So we're gonna try and find a way out, which it looks like this is just apartment floor. So we are good to walk out there. I'm making a lot of close calls. Okay, they are now open, which is good because I needed to sell this guy something anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and sell them this diamond and this ring. I think that's it. And so now we can go back here without worrying about the cameras. And yep, that's where we need to be. So we are going to go ahead. It is locked. I don't see a door hand. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're gonna wait for this camera to look away, and then we're gonna start lockpicking. And hopefully we can do this before the camera notices us. Hi. Alright. And here's this camera. Wait for it to look away. 0828. Turn on this light. Close this. Alright, one more camera above us, but it doesn't matter because it can't see us right below it. And we're gonna come in here and actually turn the security system off. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and 0828. Oh my lord, there's more sync disks. Ambassador scheme? Okay. Use the Kaizen Dove. Community, which we already have, so we're not going to grab that one actually. And what is this one? Spartan Insurance. So we're going to go ahead and actually put down... Oh man, what do we put down? I guess we will put down our camera, and we'll just get a new one after we use all the sync disk upgrades. But there's no jade necklace around here that I can see. No one sold one, right? Oh, I need to get a truncheon too. Actually, we need to check through the storeroom too, now that I think about it. And these lockers, which... Okay, so that's good. And that one's good, so, okay. I don't think that that guy took it unless it's at his apartment, which it could be. And this goes to Lindbergh, which is the hotel right next to it, so we're just gonna leave that way. Okay, so we have an inventory full of sync disk equipment, so we're gonna go ahead and go to a sync disk place really quick. And we are going to once again get into the sync disk chamber. Alright, so I've never actually had Spartan Insurance before. Medical care is now covered, reduced medical costs from involuntary hospital visits by 50%. If we end up in the hospital, we've actually lost our no death run, so that is meaningless. Legal fees are now covered. You will not lose any stolen items you may possess upon involuntary hospital visits with a value of up to 500 credits. Again, we end up in the hospital, we lost. Gold accident cover. Suffered from an accident that was not your fault. Covers medical costs and credits $100 to your account for an involuntary hospital visit. Maximum payout once per day. So all of these kind of don't help us. It sounds like this one is like the most applicable, but Ambassador scheme is actually really good. So we can install mining software onto crunchers of businesses, and we get money for that. So maxing that out gets you $140 every time you basically use a cruncher. And we already have this Kaizen Dove one, so we're actually going to not do that. And we're going to fully upgrade the cruncher one. And we're going to talk to this person. Do they buy back? No, they do not. So we can actually go back to the Emporium and sell this sync disk because it is nothing to us. Which is funny because it's where we got it from, but they kind of don't care / notice. All right, they gave us 50 credits for that, which, you know, isn't much, but it is what it is. All right, back onto the case of the jade necklace. So I think, I think we're gonna actually go to Michael Clark next. And so actually, I want to start stopping and talking to these people because I get 11 pieces of information, 12 pieces of information if they give me their name for every person I stop. So just as I'm walking by, if I see people in the street, I'll stop, ask their name, and move on really quick. And now we are at Heat Projects. We're gonna go up to the 5th floor, take a trip upstairs. All right, we knocked and no one answered, so it seems like no one is home. It's locked. It takes 5 picks to get into this though. And it actually probably be pretty easy to get through this air vent and into the apartment. Yep, here we are. Okay, so there's a camera in there. Oh, that's outside, I think. Okay, so we're good here. As long as no one comes home. All right, we're gonna tear this place apart looking for a jade necklace. So there is actually someone home, it turns out, and I have once again not bought a truncheon. That's fine though, we'll just... Alright, and we are safe to proceed. Okay, so we do have the passcode for this already. There's a cartographer sync disk, but we already have that one. A lot of sync disks just lying around. But most importantly, there was no jade necklace in there. So we're just gonna finish looking through this guy's files really quick and keep looking around. Okay, I don't see a jade necklace around here, so we are going to go ahead and get out of here. I do have the key to the front door now, so we can come back if we need to. All right, so next we're gonna look at Maryan. Maryan lives in 204 Lindbergh. I am getting a little nervous about this one not being solvable. I mean, in theory, we should have the right idea and it should be one of these 4 people, but it's not always the case, and sometimes the cases just kind of bug out and don't have what you need anyway. We'll try not to worry about that too much for now, though. We still have 2 more people we have to try and investigate. It's actually easier when they come open the door because I can usually get a guest pass pretty easy with the beauty upgrade. All right, and here's Maryan. It won't let me talk to them for some reason. Are they trying to fight me? Oh, they are. They just fell. Alright. Relax, buddy. That was weird. I don't know why I didn't have dialogue options. We're just gonna wait it out for a few minutes and then go ahead and go back down there and try again. In most situations, when something like that happens, I would just loop them down to the bottom of the stairs, take the elevator to their floor, go to their room, and either lock them out or use the door barge trick to knock them out. But they don't stay knocked out long enough, and I've had a few close calls for this video too many. Anyway, let's give this another try. Hello. You look completely different. Maybe that's why that was an issue. Alright, we'll try one more time. Okay, well... I don't know. It's a small apartment. And we ended up door barging them anyway, so it didn't really matter. And there's our jade necklace. Alright, so this was our person, and they live alone, so I can actually go ahead and handcuff them here. Alright. So, who stole the jade necklace? It was Maryam. We have it, and we can put it into the Adore Hotel. So we need to go, we basically need to go to return it. Also, there is the possibility that this person just owned a jade necklace and didn't actually steal it. But we're just gonna accept those odds and try and turn this in. So can I actually... Am I trespassing in here? I don't think so, right? Okay. 1102. It's 1101. Jade necklace goes in there. All right, and we can go ahead and plot to turn this in. Oh, I have to call. Okay, so it looks like it was the right thing. Yes, it was. All check marks across the board. And there's our money. All right, 100 social credit, $1,650. We've actually leveled up to social credit level 4. And that is the case of the jade necklace solved. We are going to archive that. And with no more murders happening right now, I think we're actually going to call this a video. So thanks so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Come watch us over on Twitch. I will see you all next time for episode 2 of the 1 million credit challenge. See you later.